Mercury and its impact, the focus of the Minamata Convention, and it's something officials here are working to ensure the Bahamas complies with. Local consultant Eustacia Jennings explains how the Bahamas fits in. Minamata Convention sounds a bit complex, doesn't it? And it can be. But simply put, it's a recent global treaty that seeks to protect human health from mercury and its associated negative compounds. Eustacia Jennings of Just Consultants is one of many consultants tasked with keeping the Bahamas updated.
It was adopted in October 2013, but it wasn't put into force until August 2017. The Bahamas ascended to the convention in February 2020, which is right around the time when the COVID pandemic hit. And so we were a little slow getting off the ground to get our Minamata initial assessment done. It's called an MIA that each country needs to do to assess where they are, what's present when it comes to mercury releases and potential sources. Despite COVID and some delays, we're really excited that we have this document because it helps us to prioritize where we need to focus as a country when it comes to addressing mercury contamination.
The Global Environment Facility funded project was implemented by the United Nations program and co-executed by the Department of Environmental Planning and Protection under the Ministry of Environment and Natural Resources and the Basel Convention Regional Center for Training and Technology Transfer for the Caribbean. Jennings says the MIA is the first step to entering the convention.
We have completed the draft of the Minamata initial assessment. So the initial assessment is more of a desktop review and assessment of what potential sources of mercury are in the country. So it was gathering data, issuing questionnaires, trying to get a handle on where mercury could be present. And so we haven't done any testing yet. That's the next phase of the project under another.
That testing, she said, would be done by the Global Environment Facility and the Caribbean Mercury Monitoring Network, which has conducted mercury testing regionally. Jennings notes that the groups are interested in partnering with the Bahamas to get the testing done. But exactly where would one find mercury?
We mapped where some of the dump sites are because this is one of the main sources of mercury contamination. It happens in the disposal of the products that contain mercury. And so those will be your hotspots. There's also testing of fish because, as you know or may not know, mercury bioaccumulates. And so in the lower organisms, it's very small. But as the small fish get eaten and the big fish eat the small fish and then we eat the big fish, it accumulates up the food chain. So the higher you are up the food chain, the more mercury you would get into your system.